Hi, welcome to my studio. I'm happy to have you here. I wish you could be here in person, and I'm hoping that one day soon we'll be able to make that happen. But in the meantime, I wanted to take this chance to tell you a little bit about my ceramics work, how I came to this work, and what I'm thinking about as I do it, and then a little bit about my process as well. I've been working in clay for many years. I was an English major in college and was happy with thinking about words and reading and literature. But I also thought I needed to explore some arenas of life or the world where words were of no use. And ceramics was the first subject that came my way, and I've been with ceramics ever since. I'm a hand builder. I roll out slabs and build pieces out of those slabs and try to make them hold together and be interesting in various ways from every side and top to bottom. I work in red earthenware or white earthenware, and I fire in an electric kiln to cone 04, so an earthenware temperature. I work with a number of glazes, most of which I make myself, but sometimes when I get a piece out of the kiln, I don't think it's quite done, not quite enough zip or surface interest, or something's unresolved. And at that point, I will break out of the strictly ceramic box and pick up tools from painting or drawing. So I'll scribble on it with crayon or oil stick, sometimes pick up a brush and paint with a little gouache. And while that seems slightly racy to me as a ceramicist, I don't really see why I shouldn't cross over that line, so I do on occasion. I think a lot about architecture and how things go together, and so that is one of the things that I'm exploring as I make my pieces. I usually work in series, so I'll work with one form and pursue it to the end. But since I ask a question every time I make a piece in a series, and sometimes I need more information from the end of the process before I make the next piece in the series, I will have several series going at once. And that keeps me busy and intrigued and like the variety and trying to juggle a lot of things all at the same time. So now let me tell you a little bit about my process. It all begins with rolling a slab. That's the most important part, and figuring a curve that that slab will have, and then responding to that curve. You want them to be a little springy, then you need to attach them by scoring and slipping the edges that are going to go together and standing it up and then squishing those seams very well because they'll want to separate. Then you build the floor if you're making a box, and you figure out that size, cut it out, attach it, and then squish it very well so it's well attached. And then you think about what the lid will look like, how far that lid is going to protrude outward, and how it will fit. Then you turn it upside down if you want any little feet to give the box a little lift, and then attach the flanges to the bottom of the lid so that it will stay in place. Then you make a handle, if there's going to be a handle, and then it dries and it's fired, and then it gets painted with slip and underglaze and stain, and then it gets sprayed with a clear glaze before it's fired. And then it's fired and it's done.